Number 10 is Chowder. Back when Boomerang was actually good and had reruns of this show, I hated it for some reason. Like, when I saw it, I hated it. I thought it was stupid and annoying. Well, I was very wrong. Like, when I was younger, I had almost no standards for cartoons. I liked terrible shows back then, like Teen Titans Go. Now my standards have changed, and I like Chowder now. I find Chowder to be a likable and creative show. I think the show is creative. It mixes many different styles of media, like stop motion, puppetry, so much more. It's almost like the precursor to the Amazing World of Gumball, which is also a great show. So this show is about this cat, bear, rabbit thingy, purple thingy named Chowder, who works as an apprentice to Mung Doll at a catering industry. So they help to cook. See, look, it's in claymation. The show is highly creative. The characters work very well with each other, and they're all very likable. I mean, Snitchell makes the best memes, and I think the only character I don't like in the show is Miss Endive, of course, but all the other characters, even Panini, are very likable. My favorite character has to be Mung Doll. He is super hilarious. Number 9 is We Were Bears. This show is so underrated. Like, whenever anyone talks about the shows in the Cartoon Network, greatest all say, oh, Steven Universe, oh, Adventure Time, oh, regular show, all that, but they always forget about We Were Bears. This is a good modern CN show. I definitely recommend it, and here's why. Like, a lot of cartoons today, they are very action-packed and are very fast-paced with tons of lame comedy, but this show is a gentle slice of life show. Like, let's say you had a rough day at school or work, whatever you might go to every day, and you come home, you watch an episode of We Were Bears to relax and chill. Like, it's one of those chill shows. This show's about 3 brother bears that go. So, they want to fit into society. So we have Grizzly, the one that likes to eat. We got Panda, the one that likes to go on social media, and the best character, Ice Bear. Ice Bear is stoic. He doesn't say much. He talks in the third person like Elmo, but he's a very good character. He's got tons of backstory, and has some of the best of the cartoon history, like Ice Bear for president, and Ice Bear wants justice. Ice Bear brought these legally, and so many more. Like, the animation may look a bit bland, like, it looks exactly like other modern CN shows, but the backgrounds, they look very good. So, I definitely recommend We Were Bears. Super underrated, you must watch it right. Number 8 is The Amazing World of Gumball. This show is one of the most, Koenig has a store, is one of the most creative shows I've ever seen. Like, there's a whole world full of different characters. Like, it's not just humanoids. It's not just animals. It's a whole mix of different species and different characters, different arts. So, like 2D animation, like got CGI, stop motion, even puppetry in one episode. There's this was diverse cast of characters. Like, this show was solid from the start, but it gets better in every single season. So does the animation. And no, it's no wonder the show was made in the UK because its humor rules. Like, seriously, British humor is the best humor, at least in my opinion. Like, they're always so snarky and everything. Like, the show is like South Park for kids. Like, South Park is better, but this show is still very good. Like, in the later season, the show mocks several groups of people. Like, in one episode, they mock social justice warriors. Like, another episode, they tackle stereotypes and everything like that. And it's just very interesting to watch. And this show has extremely clever comedy And there's not always songs, but there's occasionally songs, and the songs are very good. All the characters are lovable. Well, most of them. Oh no, I just give it a watch to Gumball Time. Yes, this show rocks. It's had a huge impact on the modern cartoon industry, and especially Cartoon Network's history. So, so it was originally pitched to Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon denied it in favor of Fanboy and Chum Chum. They were such idiots to decline it. But, this is actually a good thing. You know why? Because Adventure Time started the Cartoon Network Renaissance in 2010. Adventure Time was different from other CN shows at the time. Other CN shows at the time, most others except for Flapjack and Chowder, they were very forgettable, filled with toilet humor, everything like that, and there was also an abundance of crappy live-action shows, even though this is a cartoon channel, but Adventure Time started the Renaissance and enlisted a whole bunch of good Cartoon Network shows, whether the originals or acquisitions, like Regular Show, Gumball, Young Justice, Generated Rex, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, Ninjago, Symbionic Titan, Over the Garden Wall, Steven Universe. I could go on all day. Yeah. And I've watched it for the time since I was in kindergarten, and it's been one of my favorite shows since. Adventure Time, well, even though the art style is a bit generic since it started the Cal art style for all the other modern CN shows, it's still a very creative show. It takes place in the post-apocalyptic land of Oom. There's tons of candy people, there's a fire kingdom, an ice kingdom, a slime kingdom. There's just tons of cool creatures, and Finn is the only human on Oom. So he and his pal Jake go on adventures and save people. The characters are all very likable. There's some such as LSP and Lemongrad, but the characters are deep and likable. It's a shame that the show is getting it's getting no airtime. The show is ending next year, which is very sad. But it's ending after 9 seasons, so I guess it's for next course. It's best to let the show end than be a rotting zombie like The Simpsons or SpongeBob or Family Guy, but, it's getting no it's getting no reruns, and no advertisement for its new episodes whenever it has any new episodes. I understand the show is hard to rerun because, of its extremely heavy continuity, but come on! Alright. Number 6 is Regular Show. This shows my childhood. I'd watched it ever since 2011 when I was still in kindergarten and I was still too young to understand any of the adult jokes of this show. Yet I still watched the show anyway because I liked it. I've seen almost every single episode, and so has my dad. This series is just awesome. It's about, just Blue Jay and this raccoon named Mordecai and Rigby. They're stalkers, and they work at a park and they get into various situations. This is the very example of one day made awesome. You could take a simple premise, about some stalkers working at a park, and crazy stuff happens every episode. It's anything but regular. If anything, it's an irregular show. That's what makes the show so appealing. It has a wonderful characters, great action, and surreality, and clever humor. My favorite character has to be Mordecai because I'm like him in so many ways. This show did go downhill when they started adding some stupid romance drama between Mordecai, Margaret, and CJ, but eventually that went away. So that's good. I didn't want it to become a soap opera. The footage I'm showing you right now, Regular Show in Space, Regular Show in Space was a really good season. I didn't know that Pops was actually, some kind of deity from another planet. But unfortunately, Cartoon Network treated it like crap. Like, they aired it after Teen Titans Go Marathon. They aired the finale after Teen Titans Go Marathon. Like, seriously. Regular show is one of your best shows. Come on. And they yanked it for reruns afterwards. I think the show should have reruns on Boomerang.